Good day, guys. My name is Daniel, and this is Next Tech. So, welcome to this web design masterclass. We will be teaching you how to create any type of website from beginner to advanced level. So, our first lesson will be about hosting and domain. Let's quickly look at what is hosting and domain. I know you'll be hearing about hosting and domain if you will have hearing something like that, maybe. So, let's look at what is hosting, domain, SSL, and CMS. So, I'll make this tutorial very short. I won't uh, make the video too long so that you won't get bored, and I'll make sure I explain better that you understand. So I know a lengthy video can make you quickly get bored, so I'll make it each lesson very short. So let's talk about what is hosting here from ChatGPT. A hosting is a website address like example.com that people type into a browser. Sorry, a domain is your website address like example.com that people type into a browser. Then, hosting is the server space where your website files, data, and content are stored and made accessible online. So, let me explain this way. The way I usually explain to my students that even with 7 years old, they understand what hosting and domain is. So, let's say this is the internet. This is the internet. Then, on the internet, you're purchasing the land. You purchase the land on the internet. The land you purchase on the internet is what we call hosting. Your space on the internet. Your space on the internet is your hosting. So on the land, you can build your house, right? You can build your house on your land. Let's say is that. So this house is standing for your website. Your website. So this is your website. So a host is just a place where you save your data, your files, your medias, and everything, which is everything will be on your website. So what is a domain? A domain is like the address to your house, to your website. Let's say next dot tech. So now I'm telling the internet that whenever anyone asks for this address, direct them to my house. Whenever anyone asks for this address, whenever anyone inputs this address into the internet, into the browser, direct them to my website. So that's just it. Your hosting is your space on the internet where your data are stored, and your domain is the address to that your data, your database. So that's just the meaning of hosting and domain. Okay. So what next? Let's check up on our sticky note. SSL. I'm still coming to explain hosting and domain better, how we can purchase our hosting and domain. But let's quickly look at this. SSL, which means secure socket layer. Secure socket layer. I'm checking it from this my sticky note here. So what is SSL? SSL is a security technology that encrypts data transferred between a user's browser and a website, keeping information like password and payment details safe. Yeah. So SSL is just like the security on your website, which encrypts users' data. Maybe, for instance, you create a social media website where people can log in and add password, or an e-commerce website where people can create an account, uh, add their credit card details. So I create an account on the site and input my password. When the password is storing into the database, it won't save as, let's say, that website, my password is 12345. When the password wants to save into the site, it can save as at star 32 bracket, just jargon's character, uppercase T, just jargon's character length that Even if an hacker breaks into the site, they might not understand what is there. They won't be able to decipher the code. So that's just it. But how do you know if an SSL is active on the website? Nowadays, I think the era of www dot has gone. So nowadays, people use HTTP or HTTPS. So the HTTP, you will see HTTPS, maybe something like this. Okay, so this is one of the websites I built. So this S here is standing for SSL, which means the site is secure. The S here is standing for SSL, which means the site is secure. And you can also see a padlock here. There's a padlock here. Connection is secure. When you click on the padlock, it tells you that connection is secure. So let's see a website that is not secure. I'm sure you'll have want to maybe visit a website and people will tell you that this website is not secure. Go back or something like that. That means SSL is not active on that site. SSL is not active on that site. So that's why Google is telling you to that the website is not secure. This one now they showed me that, but I've proceeded, so that's why I can load it. But you can still see here it's saying not secure, not secure. And when I click it, to tell me don't enter any sensitive information on this site. For example, password or credit card, it could be stolen by attackers. So this site now, SSL is not active on it. Don't worry, it's part of our tutorial. I'm going to show you how you can create a safe website, how to activate your SSL that no hacker can bypass it or can hack into your database. So in the course, we are also going to learn that. So let's check the next thing, which is CMS, content management system, CMS. So CMS is a software that lets you create, manage, and update website content easily without needing to code. So it's just a software that lets you create a website and manage it without coding. So examples are WordPress, Joomla, Drupal, Wix, Shopify, Magento. So there are many. Prima, there are many like that. There are over 50, but WordPress is the most used, which is the one we'll be using in this course. So WordPress is the reason for using WordPress is that you can use it to build any type of website. Most of these websites now are just for maybe e-commerce, landing page, uh, portfolio or something like that. Most of them you can't use it like WordPress. And WordPress powers over 40% of the websites on the internet today. The last time I checked, I think it was 43%. So WordPress powers over 40% of the websites on the internet. So we'll be using WordPress to create any type of website, e-commerce, logistics, uh, investments, any type of website. We'll be using WordPress without coding. So I think that's all in our stick notes. So quickly, let's go back and see how we can purchase our hosting and domain. So do we have many companies that offer this hosting and domain service? We have many companies that offer this. They are international uh, company and they are also local companies. So this one is Hostinger, this is Truehost, this is Web, and we recommend you make a good research before purchasing your hosting or domain. Make a good research. I I use international hosting, which is Hostinger, but in case uh, you want to start for a startup, especially if you're in Nigeria, I recommend you use local hosting, and I recommend you use either Truehost, Web, or QSaver. So those are still kind of reliable because using hosting anyhow can give you issue. You can host a website today and it can be down tomorrow. So I recommend either use Web or Truehost or QSaver for a starter. I also used Web before, but when I started getting clients from like Canada, US, and Europe, many of our clients will complain that they can't access the site. So I noticed that it's like this companies don't have database in South America and some Europe countries. So I have to move to international where I can select my database from my website, either Asia or wherever. The reason why I recommend this for a startup, especially if you're in Nigeria, is that it's cheaper and they are good too. Yes, I used this for over 2 or 3 years before moving to it. So it's cheaper. This small year, I'm paying around 450,000 annually. Yeah, around 450,000 annually. Yeah, and because it's in dollars, so converting it to naira is kind of big money. So, but this you can just check out. Then let me quickly show you this. Web hosting is what you choose when you are purchasing this their pricing package. Don't choose VPS and don't choose managed cloud or whatever. You choose web hosting or shared hosting. Some company call it shared hosting, and some company call it web hosting. So like this now is shared hosting here. Don't choose WordPress hosting. Don't choose any other hosting. Don't think because we are using WordPress, then you choose WordPress hosting. Choose shared hosting. Shared hosting. So you just look at their service. Just anyone that's looking for you. This is annually 17.5. You can host two websites, 12 gig, and okay, you get a free .com.ng domain, 50 email account, five jo- and SSL is active. The free SSL certificate. This one too. What is the annual price? I don't know. I think it's 1,002 something per month. So you check the annual price, and you can see you can host up to 10 websites, 30 gig, free .com.ng domain, free SSL also. So just come here, check which one is okay for you, and purchase. If you want to purchase your domain, you also come here, domain registration, click on domain registration. It's also here too, domains, domain. Then you search for the domain you want to use. Maybe you want to use dlo.com. So let's see if it's available. You can see dlo.com is not available. So is either you change the business name or you change the domain extension. If your client say they want .com extension, domain extension is the dot something that's behind your business name. That's what we call domain extension. The complete one is domain name. So the domain extension is this, the dot something. Maybe so you can change it to maybe .com.ng, which is even cheaper. Oh, sorry, this is a mistake. .com.ng. So it's either you change the name or you change the domain extension. But sometimes your might say they want .com. So you just tell them that the name is not available. They need to change their name. So you can see the content is available and it's just 6,500. So let me also show you the price. You should know that they have many. Okay, I think this is it. So you can see .com is 21,500. So you just come here and see the price of anyone you want. And sometimes it might be cheaper in. So you can see here, .com is 15,000 and to renew is 20,000. So you just come here and use anyone you want and purchase. So I only buy domain here on because sometimes it's most times domain on local website is cheaper than this international. I only use my website here and purchase domain in either through web or QSaver or QSaver and then connect it to my hosting here. So you can do that. So you can purchase domain in a separate company, in a different company, purchase your hosting in different company and connect it. We call that changing of name server. I won't explain that in this video. I'll just create a separate video on it how to change your name server, how to connect your domain from the how to connect your domain from one company to another hosting company. So I think that's all about this. So just come here, check which one is okay for you, check their hosting plan. Yeah, their hosting plan is okay. And for you, when you're building your own agency, you get a free .com.ng domain already. So you don't have to purchase a new domain. Get a free if you're buying a year plan, you get a free .com.ng domain which you can use for yourself. But if you want to purchase for a client, you can just come here and register a new domain name and register a new domain name. So you can check. There are many companies. You can just make your research. Which one is cheaper? Which one has better plan, better pricing package? I mean, you can see the pricing package. This one is two hosting. This one is 15 hosting. This one is unlimited websites, and they have different gig, 12 gig, 50 gig, 100 gig. So you can just check which one. But for a starter, I recommend maybe this medium or the starter plan or this classic plan if you're just starting out. Because this one, once that's getting client, you can also up to 15, whatever on it. And if you are using tools, you can also up to 10 websites on their starter plan, which means you can build your own site and client sites on it. You can also go to the QSaver tool and see. So I have uh, a referral link on anyone you want to use, either Singer, uh, QSaver, Amon Web, or Truth. I have a referral link. They give me a small commission without adding any additional fee to your own money. They might even give you a discount. So if you want to purchase anyone, you can ask for my link. I think that's all about hosting and domain. I'll make a video on how to change your name server, how to purchase hosting from one company and link it to another company. I'll make separate video on that. So that's all for now. If you have any question, you can ask. That's why there's a community. You can ask in the group, drop your questions. Others might answer you, and I myself can also answer you there. Or if you need any recommendation about which one to go for or which plan is best for you, you can also ask in the group or ask me, and I will answer you. All right. So this is all for this lesson. In our next lesson, we'll be talking about cPanel. cPanel. So when you purchase a plan, any plan you purchase there, they'll give you a cPanel, which means control panel. That control panel is where you manage your hosting, which is, you can see this place that said 50 email account. That's where you create your business email, which is like support at yourdomain.com, something like that, like hello at next.tech. So that's where you create a professional business email. That's where you create a subdomain. Subdomain is uh blog.yourdomain.com, blog.yourdomain. So that's what we call subdomain. Don't worry, in our next lesson, I will teach you how to create a subdomain, walk you through the cPanel, how to create your email account, how to install WordPress, and then we start building our websites. This is all for this, and thank you. Have a nice day. See you in the next lesson. Bye for now.